Mary Rice Hopkins and Puppets with the Heart educates and informs children between the ages of 3 to 12 by combining music and puppetry that teaches children different Christian-based life principles like making good choices and good character, being yourself, forgiveness, self-esteem, serving with our talents and values.
Kids Adventures educates and informs youth ages 13 to 16 about how they can protect and preserve marine animals around the world in their fragile aquatic habitats, and shows how these creatures relate to the entire ecosystem of the earth.
I Shine Connect educates and informs youth between the ages of 8 to 12 through fun, high-energy interviews, inspirational music, discussions about issues among today's youth, and promoting morals and values based on biblical principles.
Animal Atlas is an educational wildlife series for children 13 and older. Animal Atlas teaches children about important life science concepts, such as animal behavior, classification, and animal habitats, through the use of whimsical narration and surprising animal facts.
Herbert educates and informs children between the ages of 3 to 7 about exploring the world around them, and at the same time, their own mind, heart, and feelings. Children also learn about the unconditional love of the one who made us and the world he created. The Adventures of Carlos the Caterpillar teaches and informs children between the ages of 4 to 10 about positive character traits like responsibility, perseverance, and courage. It also helps children make good decisions in situations they may encounter in their own lives. Donkey Ollie educates and informs children between the ages of 3 to 10 about character development, self-reliance, and relationships with others. It helps prepare children to face the many challenges and obstacles as they interact with the outside world. BB's Bedtime Stories educates and informs children between the ages of 3 to 11 through the use of stories and songs before bed or nap time about basic life skills, manners, and God's love. Hermie and Friends educates and informs children between the ages of 4 to 9 about developing Christ-like character, such as love, joy, peace, patience, kindness,
Gentleness, goodness, meekness, and self-control through Christian disciplines like prayer, obedience, courage, truthfulness, gratitude, and humility.
Mike's Inspiration Station educates and informs children between the ages of 8 to 16 about developing their God-given gift of creativity. Children are inspired to expand their art skills through various projects such as watercolors, sculpting, pastels, drawing, and much more.
Mustard Pancakes educates and informs children between the ages of 3 to 6 by developing social and emotional skills through literacy and storytelling. This program also promotes social skills such as cooperation, diversity, and respect for others. Paws and Tails educates and informs children between the ages of 4 to 8 about biblical principles in a fun and memorable way. Through story and song, Paws and Tails serves up a cast of lovable animal characters who experience exciting adventures and learn important lessons such as respect, helping others, and trusting in God that kids of all ages can relate to. Super Simple Science Stuff is an educational series about science for children 6 to 12. Dr. Quack and his assistant Dizzy Izzy teach basic rules of science through a variety of experiments. They also remind children that God is the ultimate scientist since he is the one that created the world.
Adventures in Booga Booga Land educates and informs children between the ages of 4 to 8 about moral and ethical life lessons. Children learn through the use of parables and real-life situations. Animated stories from the Bible educates and informs children ages 3 to 12 by teaching them essential spiritual values and character traits through captivating animated Bible stories and music. Come On Over educates and informs children between the ages of 4 to 8. This series uses children's play to teach valuable lessons on having a healthy lifestyle, showing respect, listening to others, and taking responsibility for our community and earth.
Cowboy Dan's Frontier educates and informs children between the ages of 5 to 10 years old. Cowboy Dan teaches children respect, responsibility, and the importance of learning something new every day through the use of fun stories and music. Animated Hero Classics educates and informs children between the ages of 5 to 8 using animation to depict historical events to teach values and characteristics held by famous historical characters.
Mickey's Farm educates and informs children between the ages of 2 to 8 years old by teaching them about real-life traits of plants, animals, and the environment around them. During each episode, children are encouraged to develop their natural curiosity through exploration, asking questions, and discovery. Monster Truck Adventures educates and informs children from 4 to 9 years of age through animated stories about the importance of honesty, obedience, responsibility, and many other Bible-focused topics. Lassie educates and informs ages 2 to 12 and the entire family about morals, doing the right thing, and the importance of supporting one another through real-life lessons. Veggie Tales educates and informs children ages 2 to 12 about citizenship, obedience, caring, and life lessons from the Bible through animated stories and songs. 321 Penguins educates and informs children ages 2 to 12 about family values, teamwork, and telling the truth through animated stories.
The Choo-Choo Bob Show is a live-action series that educates children ages 2 to 7 about the world of trains and travel through laughter, music, and friendship.
Fluffy Gardens educates and informs children ages 3 to 6 about family values and morals through unique and creative animated stories where happy, playful little animals go about their daily lives.
From Aardvark to Zucchini educates and informs children between the ages of 3 to 7 years about the alphabet, while also teaching positive faith-based character traits through songs, rhyming prayers, and puppetry.
Miss BG educates and informs children between the ages of 5 and 8, creatively teaching family values, life lessons, and social skills through animation in an entertaining way.
The Tales of Abigail educates and informs children between the ages of 2 and 10 using live-action animals to role model and teach lessons about morals, character, and family values.
Wild About Animals is a reality science series designed to educate and inform children ages 13 to 16 through entertaining and interesting stories about the world's most fascinating animals. Zoo Clues educates and informs young viewers ages 6 to 11 to provide a greater understanding and appreciation for animals and the environment through interactive clues and correct answers to fascinating questions about animals.
Tune Time educates and informs children ages 2 to 6 through music and drama. Biblical principles are the foundation for lessons that encourage children to recognize their unique, full of potential, and everyone is special too.
The Zula Patrol educates and informs children ages 3 to 9, teaching lessons of science and astronomy. This entertaining and educational series combines family entertainment with proven learning elements while encouraging core values of nonviolence and tolerance in children. RAGS educates and informs children ages 3 to 5, promoting social and academic preparation, focusing on the development of social and emotional skills, modeling cooperation between friends, and using music and humor to encourage active involvement in learning.
Rockabye Island educates and informs children ages 3 to 6 through imagination, adventure, and teamwork. Children learn about their world and how it works with the support of their many animal friends on the fantastical and enchanting Rockabye Island.
Arts, culture, and the future of the church educates and informs children ages 10 to 16 and is a celebration of the arts. This special encourages young people to embrace and develop their artistic ability, illustrates how the Christian church has historically been a leader and champion of the arts, and includes some great performances.
Veggie Tales educates and informs children ages 2 to 12 about citizenship, obedience, caring, and life lessons from the Bible through animated stories and songs.